What's going on, Conscious Crew? It's your favorite breakdown commentator, CTV. Welcome to another riveting episode of the Consciouztv platform. You already know what we're here to get into, which is another old nasty hot topics, girl, and we have quite the docket, all right? Before we get into it, I need you guys to go ahead and thumbs up the video. You guys know that thumbing up the video not only helps with YouTube's algorithm, but more importantly, it triggers up YouTube's notification system. So when you are thumbing up the video, you are literally knocking on the digital door of another Conscious Crew member and telling them to get their black asses into the sanctuary. So whether you are a Bush baby, part of the Replay Gang, or you are actively in these live streaming streets with me in real time, make sure that you guys thumbs up the video. We need all of that, because we're working, girl. We're working. You guys also know that all donation information is in the description box as well. $Consciouztv on Cash App and or paypal.me/Consciouztv, spelled just how it is here on the platform. And thank you in advancement for all of your contributions. Y'all keep the lights on around her. Also, make sure that you have your notification bell set to all so that you never miss a day or hour when the Kang is in fact Kangin'. And last but not least, please share the stream out to wherever it is you have digital community, whether that be your YouTube community wall, your Instagram, your Snapchat, your MySpace, Facebook, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you in fact lay the link. Just let them whores know that we're loud, we're live, and we're certainly in color. And with no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through. Okay.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
What's going on, Conscious Crew? We have an old nasty docket loaded for you guys. Now, you guys tell me if you like this format or not. Like, what I could do is do 2 weekly hot topics and really load both dockets up, honey. And, give some commentary on trendy news happening throughout the week, etc. Or do y'all like the spontaneous uploads and live streams throughout the entire week, or do y'all want the commentary more compressed? Y'all tell me what y'all think, okay, down below. Anyway, let's get into our first hot topic, girl, which is TV host Sherri Shepherd, aka Wendy Williams' replacement, had some constructive criticism for rapper Megan Thee Stallion, who wore her African titties out on the red carpet of the Oscars. And she basically told Megan to zip them bitties up, cause this quote isn't it, ladies. She went on to rant about how these celebrity women are role models and young girls are watching, and there's more to them than this, and she's just afraid of where all this is going, yada, yada, yada. Sherri, auntie, let me talk to you. Pull up. Come close. A little bit closer. Not that close. Back up, bitch. Okay, right there, baby. Do you know that you spent your whole career covering up your titties and still ended up as a DEI hire? Are you okay? You stated you are concerned with where women letting their titties hang out and their ass crack show is headed, but are you concerned with where a government that doesn't care to protect anyone with XX chromosomes are actually headed? Where is a woman owning her body and doing as she please with the contents between her legs and on her chest supposed to lead? Other than hopefully to a world that finally accepts that a woman's body is her own and should not always be subjected to sexual interpretation and disgrace. Policing another entertainer's titties at an industry event where this type of decorum would be appropriate, while you making sure the flash is on when it comes to capturing your balloons in 4K and boost it to the heavens, is wild work, sis. Critiquing an entertainer's outfit on a red carpet as if Megan pulled up to your front door to sell you Girl Scout cookies in this outfit is nasty work, sugar. Being outraged over a celebrity's lack thereof clothing at a red carpet event is just as outrageous as someone being upset and concerned over your attire at a beach. That would be absurd criticism, as both places are the time and place to be titty and pussy free, child. Last time I checked, Megan's music was rated R, and last time I checked, the hotties are not just made up of a bunch of sluts and whores, but also CEO and college graduates, just like Megan herself. It seems that you are trying to put Meg in a box, much like your hips, instead of finding it pretty inspiring that Meg has both prioritized her artistic dreams and successfully gotten herself a formal education while losing her mother and almost losing her damn feet. Instead of sitting on a couch as a substitute stand-in for Wendy Williams, complaining about a fashion-forward 30-year-old entertainer because you suffering from gout and church titties instead of red carpet titties, stylists are pushing Meg's titties out of her bra while stylists can't find enough masking tape to conceal yours. It's given mammy philosophy, Sherri. Meg is one of the only well-rounded, fully educated black female rappers we have. I think she's been through enough and don't need your cardboard box-shaped ass criticizing her. Instead, remind her of how proud you are of her for being strong in the face of adversity, backlash, for getting the mental health she needed, and being transparent about therapy while moving forward with stronger boundaries and a stronger faith. Meg is self-made while your current relevancy is the result of another bitch's dementia and alcoholism. Stay seated, Sherri. Moving along. Because speaking of Sherri Shepherd, B2K lead Scorpio Omarion sat down with Wendy's replacement to speak about ethical non-monogamy, which is just a fancier term for polygamy or polyamory, which is a romantic relationship style that involves multiple people who are all aware of one another and agree to such, aka Neo's harem, or just check out Old Testament pimp Solomon, who had 700 wives and 300 concubines. Child. Omarion went into his manosphere red pill talking points about why men should and are justified in being with more than one woman, and I was not impressed, to say the least. How about let's call it what y'all niggas called women who were found to practice such a thing, which is whoring. Men will slap every scientific term, Webster-defined verbiage onto their whoring rather than just calling it just that, whoring. Stop trying to rebrand whoring to dress it up when y'all do it, but when women believe in having multiple bodies and community twat, it's simply called a hoe. Omarion, you a hoe, baby. Keep your head up, girl. It's not scientific nor biological. It's 21st century fragile masculinity that conflated being socialized to be sexually promiscuous for biological wiring, not practicing something called sexual discipline, and in return creating a palatable framework for your sleaziness via ethical non-monogamy. When I encourage you niggas instead to get professional help to unpack why it's okay to put Nikes on your feet but keep bacteria on your dick. Get back to us with the Carfax results, love. On to the next. Because speaking of Scorpios, Joseline Hernandez might not ever go back to the strip club, but she is claiming to be headed back to the courthouse. And this time is not for striking police officers backstage of a Floyd Mayweather fight and identifying as a Caucasian woman on paper, but to apparently sue the woman who punched the poverty out of her soul on College Hill, Miss Amber Rose, who took the club Shay Shay to give context to why she had to lay down a interracial ass whipping onto Joseline's head top. And according to her, it was because Joseline had been pressed because she rejected sexual advancements from her in telling a threesome involving Joseline and her big belly husband, Ballistic. Amber claims that Joseline then started bullying and nitpicking with her about her identity as a result of being rejected, and that is what led to the uppercut heard all around the HBCUs of the United States of a damn America. And to deflect from accountability, Joseline, in my opinion, is playing victim and threatening to sue for defamation and denies those claims. Well, the Puerto Rican hooker, I fucking believe every bit of it. Because one thing about it and two things for sure. Amber is a MAGA supporting tap dancing raccoon, but you, ma'am, you, Miss Hernandez, are also a hypersexual maniac who we've watched brand and sell sex on TV for decades. From you admitting that Dime from Love and Hip Hop was a personal trick of yours, who you'd pay to have threesomes with you and Stevie, to you admitting that you and Stevie's ex and baby mama, Mimi Faust, also carpet munched on one another, to how many seasons of Joseline's Cabaret, where you've made sexual advancements at the co-host Janisa, as well as made sexual advancements toward the female contestants on the show, in which you just rubbed all on the pussy of right on stage at your last reunion. And she's married with a child. I've been saying for a while now that the Surviving Zeus Network documentary is definitely on the way, because the network has been wrecked with allegations of sex trafficking, STD infections, intimidation. Child, you'd think Lennon was over there running the Bad Boys record label. His ass and you gonna be facing indictments, bitch, in a few years if this type of funky buffoonery keeps up. And baby, the downfall of Zeus Network is gonna be as epic as the downfall of Diddy. Amber is a good-looking albino, and I don't believe Joseline would come on to everybody else and yet do the mannequin challenge on Amber Rose. She wanted to see what the filth was that Kanye West described having to bleach off himself when he parted ways from Amber. If Joseline don't file that lawsuit, it's going to be even more evident that the claims are rooted in more truth than lies. Plus, we know Joseline can't even read or write, so who gonna file the suit? ChatGPT? Okay, I'll keep y'all posted, child. Moving along. Plus-size rapper Dank DeMoss has been trending ever since she filmed herself being rejected by a Lyft driver who believed giving her a ride home in his compact Mercedes-Benz would collapse what was remaining of his rotators, which led to Dank filing a lawsuit against the transportation service for discrimination. It has been trending that the musician lost her discrimination claim after she made an appearance on The Breakfast Club and requested a bigger chair to sit in, which resulted in them pulling out an entire couch for her to sit on during the interview. But this is not true. The case is still active, as you can see here, and there's even a status conference set for next month on the 28th. I do not believe the case will be dismissed, more so than it will be mediated, and Lyft will more than likely cut her a check and she will sign a NDA in return and continue on in her weight loss journey, which has apparently resulted in her losing 80 pounds, according to her nutritionist. I look forward to seeing how Lyft is going to resolve this as Dank continues on her journey to make America skinny again. Okay. Speaking of lawsuits, a reporter better hope that after interviewing Trump and accidentally popping him in the mouth doesn't get served, because baby, the way Trump raised his eyebrows after that assault was giving every bit of thank you. My lawyers just activated. Trump just has a assaultable face. We need to protect this reporter at all costs. And the gag was, the bitch didn't even apologize, which caused me to cackle like a hen. There wasn't a fucking sorry, my bad, my apologies, and freaking sight. After she invited Trump to do to that microphone what he's been allegedly doing to Elania's microphone, if you know what I mean. The way she casually glided that mic across his lips like a shooting star across a clear night sky. I hope all other journalists follow suit and boycott Trump's mouth by shoving equipment down his damn throat. I got a feeling this is the first of many busted lips to come over the next 4 years. But until then, we gonna be moving along. Y'all know if there's anything Wendy Williams gonna do, it's stay in fucking trouble. You know, Wendy been parasailing out of the windows of the living care facility she's banished to and calling in fake bomb threats to the facility just so she can breathe in New York pollution and get the occasional whiff of Hennessy fuming off the breath of the homeless population passed out front. Well, after her niece Alex decided to take her to dinner without permission, the facility filed a police report claiming that Alex evaded staff by taking Wendy out of the building, which is stark contrast to a letter TMZ allegedly received from the lawyer who's acting as a guardian, which cited that Wendy could come and go as she pleased and has no restrictions. Child, throw the whole guardianship and Wendy ass away with it. This case got more crooked parts in it than Wendy's wig. And at this point, I'm going to be the one to suffer from frontal temporal dementia if I pay any more attention to this mess. If Alex knows Wendy has a guardian, why not just contact Sabrina if she wants to take her to dinner, etc. At this point, Wendy been in a guardian for 3 years, so you know she has a handler. It was seen to stay on the good side of this hoe that you treat Sabrina according to her job title, instead of continuing to insist upon your own way. Sabrina may not give a damn about Wendy coming and going, but Sabrina is not the facility. She don't own the facility. She's not employed by the facility, who has its own rules and protocol. That's like your mama telling you you can leave school to come home because you sick and you leaving school without informing the proper authorities. Your mama and the school are two different authorities, and they both need to sign off on it because one isn't related to the other. I'm really starting to question the mental competency of Wendy's family. I see where Wendy get it from. Like, are these hoes just slow? They making basic math into trigonometry. Girl, get away from me with this Apollo. Because speaking of Apollo, Nene Leakes finally got her own show, y'all. On YouTube, that is. That's right. She's still being treated with a 100-foot pole by any reputable TV network, forced to turn her YouTube channel into an entertainment hub, which could work out for her like it has for Carlos King, Jason Lee, and myself. However, after watching her first episode, the same criticisms that fans had for her co-host, Sierra, on their podcast, Me and My Homegirl, which was Sierra over-talking and not allowing Nene to get a word in, it's the same criticism Nene needs to take now that she's the star of her own shit, which is giving her guests the opportunity to complete a damn thought and a damn sentence, because it was a hard listen, y'all. A very hard listen. Especially when she had Michelle A.T. Brown on, which was practically pointless since she swallowed that lady up like an affordable nose job, leaving Michelle to be nothing more than a prompt who wasted an outfit and gas. Girl. I'm not sure if I'm interested in another half-ass YouTube attempt from Nene, more so than I am in them swapping Sherri Shepherd out for Nene Leakes on daytime television. I think Nene would translate well in a studio space with a live audience regarding celebrity gossip, and it would be far more exciting than that cooked broccoli that Sherri brings to daytime television. Nene is old enough to appeal to the middle-aged folk who still watch cable television, but savvy enough to bring in a young, fresh audience. But who knows? She may blow this YouTube thing out of the park. We'll keep our wig to the eyebrows on this one. Speaking of old heads, Vivica Fox has been rumored to have undergone a BBL procedure after recently being seen on camera looking like a pregnant fire ant in her jeans. Child, I can't explain why it looked like two bowling balls on chopsticks. I don't know who encouraged this. I don't know where Vivica friends are. I don't even know if this is real. I'm hoping it's a filter or some butt padding's gone wrong. But if she actually got this done, she needs to get it undone and sit her ass down somewhere, because she about 8 years around the corner from a wheelchair and a diaper anyway. Like, you 60 years old and lived an accomplished life with a net worth of $3 million, and you did all that with a natural ass. So at 60, what and how is the BBL supposed to serve you? And who in the fuck is this shit for? As dangerous as these procedures are, and the complications they bring about, why would you want to take a risk on your health at this age? Vivica should be more mature and refined and cultured than to be playing 21-year-old video vixen games. It is her body, therefore it's her choice, but in my opinion, there was nothing wise or necessary about this choice, and really shows the age of Vivica's mind. I'm embarrassed for her and completely cringed as to why a beautiful woman would think that an oversized ass is a larger asset at 60 than her talent, grace, and self-made legacy. But then again, this the same bitch who thought 50 Cent was husband material. Moving along. Man whore Nick Cannon's concubine, Bree Tiesi, recently revealed that she's sometimes jealous when Nick spends time with his other baby mamas and kids. Says that holidays are hard. Well, bitch, they wasn't hard enough when you decided to be baby making machine number 57 and made a conscious choice to subject yourself and your children to such a man, all because of clout and a monthly stipend. We don't give a damn about the consequences grown-ass people willfully choose to suffer as a result of their willingness to make the choice anyway. You deserve all the toughness there is for selling out your wound and betraying your children for a check, instead of prioritizing a quality of life for them by procreating with a man who had the time to dedicate himself to the raising of his kids. What you should have come to the public and said is that, quote, I regret to inform my ladies, all my gold digging ass bitches, that fucking on successful man whores for a come up does come at the expense of the children. You choose to put in the middle of your personal need for a luxurious lifestyle and name for yourself. While it's one thing to settle for that as an individual, it's another to subject children to such a circumstance because they only end up being raised in a glamorous single-parent home instead of a poor single-parent household. Because all a high-earning man has to offer is his money, but not his time. And the children pay the price. So please think more long-term when considering your motives, and definitely when considering children who absolutely need their father, no matter how solid the mother is, nor how rich the dad is. They need the time, the nurturing, and the attention of their fathers too, not just their bread, sugar. But instead, you know what you did? You came to us to say that you mad, that you just another pair of pussy lips hanging out to dry in Nick's backyard of chambermaids. Bye, wig. Last but not least, Diddy is gearing up for a trial that's being pushed back as prosecutors stack on more charges that more than likely will involve members of Making the Band testifying against him. But all may not be lost for the disgraced Bussy Bandit, as he was able to successfully get the infamous footage of him physically assaulting ex-girlfriend Cassie removed from the exhibit table because the footage was edited, therefore not admissible. Now, by edited, it doesn't mean it shows him doing something he in fact didn't do, but edited as in meaning it shows him assaulting her, but doesn't show fluidity of the scenes demonstrated. Instead, it's edited into a compilation, which argues that the context of what's happening can't be extracted, which I call total bullshit on. However, the rules are the rules. Now, what does this mean for Cassie testifying? I'm sure she's still going to be a star witness due to her experience and lawsuit against Diddy, but as promised by Diddy's attorneys, they were going to do their best to compromise public perception of Cassie to dissuade the jury from finding her credible as a witness, and they're making headways on chipping away at her narrative of her ex-boyfriend. Will it be enough, though, is the question. Well, we will see in coming months, child. This concludes our hot topics. I hope you guys enjoyed. If there are any trendy news you would like my commentary on, leave your suggestions in the comment section. Make sure that you guys thumbs up the video on your way out. We need all of that. Share the content out so we can continue to grow the stream. And make sure that you also show some love to the king, baby, on Cash App and or PayPal. All donation information is in the description box below. I will see you guys later on in a live stream. We got some Megan Thee Stallion updates and Fraud Radio updates to get into. I love you long time. Peace in the Middle East, baby.